Well, thank you for joining me for another IT Wire and Alex on Tech video. I'm joined today by John McAfee, famous computer security entrepreneur, libertarian, keynote speaker, and independent US 2020 presidential candidate. Welcome to the program.
Hey, thank you very much, Alex.
So I thought the first thing I wanted to clear up is your name pronounced McAfee or McAfee? Where's the emphasis placed?
Well, my parents told me it was McAfee,
Yeah.
but I mean, they did lie to me about other things like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. So, call it whatever you like.
Sure. Now, IT security has never been more important today, and incredibly, plenty of people are still completely clueless about it. So what was the idea that sparked your desire to create the McAfee back in 1987?
Well, I mean, for the first time, a new software technology emerged called computer viruses, programs that could replicate themselves like living viruses, move from machine to machine, and do all sorts of devastating stuff, or sometimes humorous stuff.
Sure. And clearly
when
you did.
the first one came out, it came out in 1987. I got a copy of it, and as soon as I looked at it, I realized how it worked, and I also realized how to stop it. And so I just wrote a little program to stop it, put it up on my bulletin board system. We didn't have the internet back then.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, millions of people were using it.
So you famously made a video that talks about how to install the more modern versions of McAfee, or McAfee. Sorry, I always say McAfee. But what's your view of the security landscape? Yeah. What's your view of the security landscape as we hurtle towards 2020 and the new decade that entails?
Which landscape, sir?
The security landscape, given your history.
The security.
Yeah. I mean,
the truth is that we don't have much computer security anymore. I mean, hackers have shifted from a playing field of technology where they write programs or break into systems through other systems to a paradigm of social engineering, where why bother trying to break into somebody's system where you can find out who the IT boss's secretary is. You can follow her for a few weeks surreptitiously, find out what sort of men she likes, make sure that she meets that right man, and maybe 2 months later, she's doing things for someone she's fallen in love with. That's an extreme example. A less extreme example is just calling and saying, hi. You don't know who the IT manager is, for example. Hi, John McAfee here. I got a call from your IT manager. My secretary did not write his name down. Please, I'm so embarrassed. What's his name?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not supposed to give out shit like that. Oh, that's James Smith. All right, now, James Smith. Thank you very much. I'll call back.
Yeah.
That's how it's done. Why bother writing code when people are so flawed in their own security and understanding of what's expected of them? So I don't know. I don't know the answer. I mean, which is one of the reasons I'm no longer in that business.
Sure.
I don't have an answer. I don't think anybody. I know we have no security, and we certainly have no privacy. But God Almighty, I don't know what it's like in Australia, but you're on a street corner in any city in America. You've got 25 cameras from rooftops and corners looking at you, watching you. You walk into a public building, there are signs going, everything is recorded in this building. Good God Almighty, we have no privacy. We have none. And Google is cooperating with the federal government to give them all kinds of what they think is innocuous information, like where you are, what you're doing, what you're buying, as if that's not a problem. Well, to me it is. I don't want anybody knowing where I am and what I'm doing, not because I've got something to hide, because it's nobody's fucking business but mine. So security, I think we're lost for now, and I don't know what the answer. That's why I'm in the blockchain.
That's it.
The blockchain is an immutable record of truth, which I love, and it is a paradigm that is going to change this world.
So can you give us a sneak peek on what you'll talk about during your keynote and in conversation with freelancer CEO Matt Barry in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, well, primarily I want to talk about the sovereign individual's relationship to government
Mm-hmm.
and how cryptocurrency has already changed that and will change it dramatically in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk about what I anticipate government's reactions are going to be, which will not be pleasant. We're going to have a lot of laws against cryptocurrency. And the individual's responsibility to themselves to both understand this technology and apply it to their own lives to free themselves from the financial control of governments, banks, and financial institutions. That's basically summing it up.
Sure. Well, look, I know that we're very short on time, but if you could just, as a final question, share what might be the best advice you've received in life to help you get where you are today.
Yeah, it's from my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And the advice is to do what you love, nothing else. And whatever you're doing, if you stop loving it, stop doing it immediately and do something else. That's the best advice I've ever had, and I live by that, and I'm happy to pass it on to anybody with the right set of ears that can hear it.
Well, John McAfee, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to seeing your speech with Matt Barrie during StartCon. So thank you, and best of luck with the rest of your interviews today.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.